Well, welcome back to another episode of LorcanaChats. I'm your host, Chris, aka Questing for Lore. And in today's episode, I'm joined by content creator, community member, competitive player, and coach, Alvin, otherwise known as LoreGainz. In this episode, we talk about his early days with TCGs, Pokemon, Yu-gi-oh, One Piece, how he came to Lorcana, his content creation journey, his new podcast with ZeroTheHero, and much, much more. Sound like fun? Let's get to it. Well, hey, LoreGainz, how's it going?
What is up, Chris? It's going fantastic. Thanks for having me on
Excellent.
today. Great to
Excellent.
finally meet you in person.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
awesome.
it's great to meet you. I know we've talked a lot online before, and I've definitely, watched some of your content in the past. It's great stuff. I appreciate all the hard work you put in on it and on multiple platforms even, but we'll talk a little bit more about that here after a little bit. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, thanks for sitting down with me. I really appreciate it. So one of the first things that I like to do with my guests is kind of get their
Mm,
origin story with Lorcana.
okay,
Or just origin story in general. You can tell me as much as you want, really. Not like
sweet.
when I was a baby. No, no, just kidding.
Yeah,
So
I
so
was
yeah,
born with cards in my hand.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So sometimes it feels like it, you know? You're like, I got it.
just feels right.
So yeah, how'd you get started with Lorcana? Have you played any other TCGs before? All that good stuff.
Mm, So my TCGs, I've never been really involved with TCGs. Had the classic Pokemon cards. You know, when
Mm,
when you're a little kid, you have the Pokemon
hmm.
cards because they were cool, they were trending. I didn't really collect them. I had a bent Charizard. I had
Okay.
a really beat up Charizard and like a few other cards, but I didn't know how to play until I actually moved to Mexico during high school when I was like 15 years old.
Okay.
And somebody introduced me to Yu-gi-Oh! And I thought it was the coolest thing, like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I knew the rules. I played with my friends on the buddies on the weekends. We had this local card shop, and it was really hard to get product. So whenever I would visit the States, I would take back a bunch of cards. Everyone would like lose it because you didn't have TCG player. You didn't have you would have to travel to the biggest city like Guadalajara, which was like 2.5 hours away.
Hmm.
And we were 15 years old, 16 years old. So there was no way our parents would be like, yeah, totally. I'll go take you 3 hours to buy some cards.
Yeah.
But anyway, fast track to maybe like 5 years ago. My good buddy asked me if I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, yeah, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So we picked it up. We played during COVID, when we were in lockdown, like we would play.
Hmm.
And we got into Dragon Ball Z for a little bit. We got into One Piece for a little bit. Nothing really ever stuck. I was never passionate about any of the card games, nor was I ever so interested to get competitive as I am with Lorcana. Same
Okay.
buddy, same card game buddy, which is now trying to convert me to Riftbound. And I'm like, no, 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 I'm good, man. Too many
It's
card games.
it's the new
One is too
hotness.
many. It's the new hot card game. Yeah, so he introduced me to Lorcana. I was like, no, dude, like we're playing One Piece, we're playing Dragon Ball.
Mhm.
Like, I don't want to introduce another card game. He's like, dude, it's new, it's hot, it's trending. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like he ended up picking up two starter decks, and I was seeing him play with somebody else. I'm like, that looks pretty fun. Like, I
Yeah.
like Disney. Let me give it a try. So so I got in the driver's seat and I started playing. I'm like, I get this game. Like, I understand how to play it. It's pretty straightforward. But then again, I keep losing to you. Like, what's going on here? So
It's like,
after
challenge. All
that,
right.
dude, exactly. I got cooked. So after
Yeah.
that, I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. And
Nice.
ever since then, it's been history.
Yeah. What set did you come in on? Or were you like early first chapter? I don't remember.
First chapter. Yeah. I
First
was I
chapter? Yeah.
was I was meeting the card dealers in the alleys, the shady card dealers
Yeah,
in
I
the
know,
alleys and
right?
picking up
Passing
cards.
off the
Yeah.
cash. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
you
gosh.
give them like the list on the paper and they
Yeah.
come back. They come back from their car.
It's like, here's your cards. Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I mean,
They like look around, make sure. But yeah, I did start set one. I started in set
okay,
one, and
nice.
that was interesting. That was very interesting. Getting cards, buying cards off people online, going to Disney and meeting with people there that had cards, and just acquiring cards in general was a little sketchy, but it was exciting. It was really exciting. Like, oh my god, this
As
Stitch card is so cool. I want it, and it
yeah.
was like $15.
Cool. Yeah, I've heard stories. I didn't come in until Floodborne, and it was
Fun.
difficult to find, but it wasn't as bad as first chapter. So
Hmm.
I think they, I know that they plan these things out way in advance, and as far as like printing them and everything, I think,
Hmm.
maybe they saw the momentum that was building around first chapter and were like, okay, we
Yeah.
probably should print more for Floodborne. So, um, yeah, I think I'm trying to remember. I think I got the starter decks, and I got my son to play with me. He doesn't play
Wait, your
Magic,
son
so
plays too?
no,
Oh,
no, not
okay. Wait,
anymore.
what happened?
I
Did
know,
he get
right?
discouraged? What
He
happened?
well, so he's more of the like cooperative game kind of player. Like he likes it when we're both doing
Yeah.
something. Now, I haven't tried the new Palace Heist with him. So one of these days I'll
Mhm.
break it out and try it. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, there you
he's
go. Reignite that passion in him.
I know. I maybe we'll see. And then get him to go with me to some of the events and everything. DLCs and stuff like that. So, and
Ooh, DLCs.
you've been
Exciting stuff.
to two or three DLCs, or was it just Seattle? I forget.
Yeah, I've been to, okay, let's, I don't remember.
All
Atlanta.
right.
Atlanta.
Okay.
Not in the order, but Seattle,
Hmm.
Texas, Melbourne,
Oh,
and Nationals, which is
okay.
I guess it's LCQ. Vegas. Thank you. My
Yeah.
wife, Miss LoreGainz, just
Yeah.
gave me a little hint here. She's like, Vegas. We drove there. We did drive there, but it's been a few. Almost all of them. Almost
Yeah,
all of
yeah, I
them.
was gonna say. That's awesome. So you're pretty into the competitive side of things, obviously.
Yeah, I am now. I am now. First, it was for fun. First, it was for fun, going to locals
Hmm.
and going to my first DLC. That definitely like pushed me to be a little more competitive, and also pushed me to start my content creation. I started about a year ago. Yeah, I
Oh
started
yeah,
content
that's
creation
right.
about a year ago. So it's been anniversary. Just hit my
That's
anniversary. Yeah,
that's
I started
awesome.
around summertime. Yeah.
So, what prompted you to get started with it? Was it just, that you just really had a passion for the game and wanted to share it, or why start it up?
Yes, definitely that. Definitely that. I was very passionate about it. But I did notice a significant drop in content after Pixelborn got shut down.
Yep.
Well, modified after
Yeah.
it's still
Well,
a
yeah.
thing. And I love Pixelborn still. I use it. I use it all the time. That's where I stream. But after it got shut down, the virtual Pixelborn,
Hmm.
there was a huge drop in content, and I was like, I'm fiending. I'm fiending for content. I want to watch games. So I
Yeah.
started meeting up with my buddy, and there was a few YouTubers that started to post content. They were creating content and they were doing gameplay videos, which is what I love to watch. Like I love watching people play and seeing the spicy decks, seeing how they brew, seeing the lines of games. Everything about it is just very attractive to me.
Hmm.
So I said, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can give it a shot. Like it doesn't look that hard. The hardest part is figuring out editing. Well, the whole thing apparently. Figuring out editing and the commentary, which
Yep.
commentary was the hardest part. 100%
Really?
hardest part. They're not online anymore, but oh, they're somewhere. They're somewhere on my at the very at the deep end of my YouTube page. There's like maybe two of my first videos that I started with,
Hmm.
and um they weren't the best, which is normal, right? Not everybody starts
Yeah.
being, decent at doing commentary and creating
Yep.
videos. So I've come a long way, but I did it because I wanted to share that with everybody else. I wanted to play games and share it. because I was already playing and kind of fill that void that I was longing for. Like I wanted to see more gameplay. So maybe if I start doing more gameplay and posting it, I'll see other content creators do it. And we've been seeing a lot of it pop up. And then shortly after, DLCs, and we got to see DLCs streaming the matches, which was the best. That was the best. Watching DLC streams was the best. Like my favorite thing for sure.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, and now speaking of commentary, now you're actually doing commentary for the Glass City Showdown, right? That's coming up?
Yeah, I did. The Glass City was a few
Or did
weeks
it already
ago,
happen? Oh,
and
okay. I thought it was
it
still
was
coming
super
up. Yeah.
fun. No, yeah, it
How'd it
was
go?
sweet, but they want to do another one. Oh, it was so much fun. It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. I was really nervous because I'm used to just commentating on my games or streaming and then talking about what I'm going to do.
Hmm.
I'm not used to commentary on somebody else's games. So I was nervous that I was going to run out of things to say and maybe not say the right things, like
Yeah.
maybe not say the right things and maybe a little self-conscious of how I might come off or the things that I might be missing, or maybe I don't have enough energy, or there's always these little voices in the back of your head, and those were definitely
Hmm.
there. But I felt really excited during. I was so excited during. I was having such a blast. So
Nice.
not hopefully, I definitely want to do that again. I definitely want to do commentary again. It's a blast, man. I love it, and having a co-host or a co-commentator with me too,
Yeah.
just vibing off each other.
Hmm. Yeah, that can definitely make all the difference. And, especially if you get somebody that kind of balances out, like you get one person that's a little bit more about like, the background and the gameplay, like,
Mhm.
oh, I saw this in this deck the other day. And, and then there's the other person that's like strategy and, hardcore, like about the cards and the play lines. And, you kind of have
Yeah,
that balance. It's really cool to see when that happens. But,
dude, you're
um,
so right.
yeah,
The balance in the commentators, which we actually saw some very, very amazing commentary in Worlds, right? All the
yes,
commentators were
yes.
incredible,
They did
amazing,
so
so
well.
so so talented, so
Yeah.
so good, very nicely dressed, and
Yeah,
everyone looks so
yeah,
good.
they were pretty
Yeah,
stylish. Yep,
uh-huh.
complete with the cape. Baker wearing his cape. Yep.
Dude, the cape, JDZ's
Uh
outfits,
huh. Yeah.
um, Liam's little characters on the
Oh
shoulder.
yeah, the shoulder
Yeah,
pets. Yeah.
everybody brought the vibes. Everybody
Oh
brought
yeah.
that energy, and it was such a blast watching.
Yeah, they did so good, and I know they had so much fun, and and talking to all of them after the fact, they're just absolutely exhausted. So, and I completely understand. I mean, that is even just doing like I'm sure doing commentary at a regional event or something, I'm sure that's exhausting. I can't imagine, you magnify
Mm,
that by, 100 times or whatever. And yeah, that would just be crazy. I don't know.
yeah, it does take up a lot of energy. Like you
Yeah.
think they're just rambling off, but it's not. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Thinking about all these different things while you're doing commentary, right? Like
Hmm.
energy level, pick up your energy, analyze the gameplay, vibe off of your co-commentator, right? It's a whole show. Well, it's a whole show. So it was very impressive to see all those guys um, bring that energy to the table.
Hmm. So is there anything that you've done to kind of prepare for doing commentary for an event?
It's mostly watching, like reviewing other commentators, mostly reviewing other
Okay.
commentators, and also ChatGPT is a fantastic
Oh,
tool, man. I'm telling you,
okay.
ChatGPT is incredible. I go to ChatGPT for a lot of things, but I went like recently for my last Glass City tournament. I
Hmm.
was asking a lot of questions, like, "Oh, what is typical for a commentator to like address every certain amount of time? Like, what should I be focusing on? Like, what do people enjoy hearing?" So, tips and tricks by ChatGPT, fantastic.
Hmm. All right, that's interesting. I hadn't heard anybody mention that before, but yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I think there's lots of potential avenues too. I mean, you've got ChatGPT. I know YouTube actually has an inspiration thing that you can use, and you can kind of talk to it for ideas. And There's all sorts of those platforms out there right now. So,
Hmm.
but that's a really cool use for it. I hadn't really thought about that, but you know, um,
Yeah.
well, cool. So you hope to do more of that in the future? Have you got anything else lined up, or is it just kind of a if the right opportunity pops up?
Honestly, if the right opportunity pops up, just like you said, I don't have anything lined up, but
Okay.
I've been so like all of my energy has been going to my streams, creating
Mm-hmm.
my content. So I'm like just like super occupied with like all these things, creating content, editing videos, planning the next live stream, like building a deck. Because I try to build a deck for every stream,
Oh
and
wow, that's a
whenever
lot.
I edit videos, it takes me like a whole day. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a different deck for every stream. The thumbnails, I have to create the thumbnails. I have to put the physical deck together because we can't just craft it online, right?
Right.
We have to
Yep.
actually get the cards. And if I don't have the cards, I have to call my dealer because my current shop, this is funny because lately my shop does not have any singles. Like my locals does not have
Really?
any singles. So there's no singles around me
Hmm.
because they are moving to a different location. So they just didn't want to have inventory. So they
Ah,
didn't open
okay.
anything up. So I have this one friend who has all the things. Like he has all the collection and multiple copies of the collection. So I'll send him a list and I'll meet him at locals and he'll hook it up with the cards. So most of my time's been
Nice.
going there.
Well, that's good. That's good to have a an extra source just in case. Never
Yeah.
fails. You need one or two extra legendaries, and you don't want to have to, hunt through the packs and buy a whole bunch just to try to find them. So, yep, makes sense.
I know. Like, don't get me wrong. I love opening packs, but if you're looking for something, I'd rather get it single. I'd rather
Yes.
get the single.
Yep.
But it is fun to open up packs, open up boxes, especially when the hype is so real,
Mm-hmm.
especially that next set, Fabled,
Yep.
is gonna be so much fun to open.
Yep.
New
I know there's gonna
rarities, new
be
cards, new set, new rotation.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I know there's
Mhm.
going to be a lot of reprints, but still, it's just fun. That
Yeah.
it's still, I don't know. There's still with the new art and everything and the new potential. It seems like every once in a while they add a new mechanic or they modify a mechanic in a different way, or
Mhm.
and I think they said locations were coming back with Fabled, because they haven't had them because of the dual
Oh.
links for the last two, um, but yeah, it'll be interesting to
Yeah.
see what it turns out like, and what some of those newer cards. I guess we're not too far away from starting to get card reveals. Probably another month, maybe. No,
Soon,
no, because
right?
it comes
I
out
feel
at the
like
end of
everything's
August, right?
end of August? Okay, so we
I think
have like
so.
2, maybe a month, right?
Yeah,
Reveals start a month in advance-ish,
yeah, because they
as
usually
far as
try
we
to
know.
cram
Yeah.
them into that 4 week period, which, oh my gosh, it's so much. It's so hard to
It's
keep up
reveals
with.
left and right, everything's hype.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you have
yeah.
any discords, it's just like reveal, reveal, reveal. Everyone's just
Hmm.
pasting the reveals on there. So you don't even have to go anywhere. You just hang out on your Discord.
Yeah.
You see all of your reveals, you get hype. And I feel like everything's very back to back right now, which is great.
Hmm.
Like I love it. We had Worlds, now we have DLC announcements, we have planning for DLCs, we have set champs now, literally this weekend, right? This is the first set champs
Yep.
weekend.
Yep.
So we get to compete again. I'm really excited. I I
Scratch
I
that
will tell
itch,
you
right?
this. I am exactly. I'll tell
Mm.
you this. I'm not gonna play any meta decks for this set champs. I'm just gonna
Oh,
play fun
okay.
decks.
All
A lot
right.
of
Do you?
Mufasa. A lot of
Yeah.
Mufasa
Okay.
this time around. Yeah.
I mean, play him while you can. I mean, it's
Mhm.
because he's going to get rotated out, right? Unless he gets reprinted. But
He is. Yeah. Set two.
I would say that there's a pretty good probability he does come back. But it seems like there's
Chris.
some standard cards that
If you if Chris, if you got any hookups, let him know that we want a Mufasa reprint.
Yes,
What's your
please.
card? What's your card that you absolutely want reprinted? Like, do you have one?
Oh man. Trying to think from the early sets. Well, I'm assuming that Popsicle's going to come back. So I mean, I think that's
Popsicle.
kind of a given. I'm not a Sapphire player, but I'm sure that's gonna end up there. Um,
Mm,
oh my gosh, I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest. I've got some decks that have first chapter stuff in it, so I'd have to go back and look at
yeah.
those decks to say that would probably be a pretty good indicator. But
Is Amber Steel like your favorite pairing? Is that your like preferred deck?
I do like Amber Steel. I actually, so I
Uh,
was in Atlanta as well,
hmm.
and I had not really played at locals or anything. I had only played
Okay.
online. And
You went
so
straight to in
I
the paper
did.
game,
I
paper
had
tournament.
I had no idea. I this was my first TCG. I knew it
Uh-huh.
was a big event. I didn't know quite how big and how competitive it would be. So I played
Hmm.
Steel Song the first time out.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
practiced with it online, and I thought I was, getting pretty good with it. Yeah, got absolutely wiped in the in the competitive
Yeah.
stuff. I made it to
Was
the
it
what
pretty?
was it, the
Yeah. It was pretty
first
rough.
like couple of rounds where you got
Hmm.
the first card, and then I was out. I was back at side events and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Wait, was it what Dragonfire, right? They gave you
yeah,
the
yeah, it was the
Dragonfire after
Dragonfire.
3 rounds
Hmm.
of sticking around, or 4 rounds, right?
Yep.
And then you went to side events. Oh
Yeah, I
man.
did the first day, and then the second day was the whole debacle with you had to like go in and sign up, and there were the lines, and my
There's
flight
so
out
many
was
lines,
like
man.
early afternoon, and so I didn't get in to any
You
of the
sh-
ones in the morning, and
mhm.
so I just kind of sat and talked with folks and played a couple of games, and then I had to go to the airport. So I was like,
Yeah, just vibe
mm.
out. Yeah. It, it,
It
it
was still
kind of,
fun.
because you want to play. Yeah, because you want to play.
Yeah,
But then again,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you get to experience the first DLC, which is pretty
I
cool.
know it was
It was
cool.
fun.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
interesting to
know.
talk to
I
people.
didn't.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say it was really interesting to be at a tournament because I had never been to a tournament, like a big tournament
Oh,
like that,
okay.
or just
All right.
just locals. But it was really interesting with the points because I had no idea what was going on with the points. Like I just knew if you win, you get 7. If you don't, you get 0. And there
Mm-hmm.
was like a in between, right? The three points if you
Yeah,
tie,
yeah.
right? And that's all I knew. Like I didn't know there was a cutoff to get into top 64. I didn't know there was a cutoff for Let It Go. So I
Oh,
was just going
okay.
out, and then at the end of the whole tournament, I was like 1 point away from Let It Go. Like I was just really close.
Oh
I'm like,
no,
whoa, I was that close. Like I was that close to Let It Go. That's crazy. I almost got one.
that's
But
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say I did that good, but it was fun, And so
yeah,
I definitely look forward to seeing what the DLCs are like. I know we've only got 3 of them in the US for this season. But
I
I'm
know.
hoping that they'll announce that they're going to be more like bigger events. Not necessarily bigger in
Hmm.
size, but like, they've got the competitive, they're going to have side events, maybe they'll have some extra things like I think I heard somebody talking or suggesting, that there would be like a family area, or something where they're like playing Disney movies on Disney Plus, or where kids can kind of go hang out while their parents go and play around, and you
Oh, okay.
know,
I see what you mean, dude. That would be such a good idea. They should totally do that, right?
yeah, I know,
Because
right?
when we travel, we're traveling with family. Like I
Hmm.
don't have kids, but I know you do. And Miss LoreGainz, my wife, comes with me to these events. So it would be so cool if there was like an area where she could just like hang out, maybe chill on a couch
Hmm.
instead of waiting inside I was gonna say arena, inside where the tournament's held, right?
The big
You
big
know,
giant room, yeah.
Texas, yeah, Texas had a pretty decent setup because it was 2 different halls, right? It was the hall where everything's happening, where the tournament's happening, and you go on the other side of the hallway, and there's another hall where you can just chill, hang out. There's a bunch of chairs, there were some couches, but I think if they had more of that, then it'd be a little more inviting for people to travel with their family, right?
Yep, yep. Yeah, and I mean, it's such a like a family friendly kind of game. I know I hear
Mm.
stories all the time of so many people that play with, they'll play with their kids or they'll introduce their parents to it, their older parents, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then they start playing, and it's like everybody's playing it, in the family. But
Uh-huh.
um,
Yeah.
and I
All right.
think, let's see, I know there were a couple of kids that were playing in the competitive in Atlanta. I think I remember at least two or three, but I know
Hmm.
at other DLCs too. They've had a couple of them. I didn't get to make it to any of the other ones, but yeah, it's interesting to
One. You did
see.
one.
I did, yeah.
You did one.
Um,
Atlanta. First
yeah,
one.
yeah. I'm gonna try
Yep.
to make it
This
to more
one.
of them this time. So,
What's in your maybe list? Like what are you trying to get to? Which one are you trying to go?
I mean, I'll try for Milwaukee and see, just because it's the first
Milwaukee.
one, and then
It's the
probably
first one. Yeah.
what's the last one? Um,
I don't know. I don't even remember the cities.
I can't remember what
I
the
don't
other
remember the
one,
cities.
because there's like Milwaukee, then there's one in the middle, and then there's one right like at the end, and the third
Mm.
one is the one where they have the Infinity tournament thing going on. And
Oh,
so, I
Infinity
think that would be
Tournament.
really fun to potentially get in as, try to be competitive at that one. We'll see. We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes. But
No, dude,
um
totally. I think oh man, that would be really cool. I just don't I feel like I'm kind of over the meta right now. I think I'm like
yeah.
kind of over it. I just want new stuff. Maybe if I miss it, I would totally do it. But for
Yeah.
now, I feel okay. I feel okay without it. But then again, Infinity format is gonna be Fabled, right? Like Fable will be legal.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Yep.
But for now, I am excited for post rotation. I'm excited for rotation. I'm excited to play sets 5 through 8, which is everything I've been playing lately. I've been only playing sets 5 through 8, just to
Oh,
get a
okay.
feel for it.
Yeah.
Just to get a feel for like what I can be playing in the future. And it's rough because I keep getting cooked. like I've been getting so cooked playing sets 5 through 8. Like today, give you an example. Today I was playing Jafar. Today I was playing Jafar.
Mhm.
Illusions. So it was all
Okay.
illusions. There's not a single card that's not from Aladdin. It was fun. I just lost so much. And I'm like, okay, illusions get banished when they're targeted by an action. And I
Mhm.
got 3 Amber Steel songs in a row.
Oh, no.
Plus, one of the Amber Steel songs was playing Bolt, and Bolt has a secret ability
Mhm.
that says exert this character, banish chosen illusion character.
Mhm.
So that was interesting.
Just a little extra insult to injury right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
exert, banish your Yug-i-oh. I'm like, huh,
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
what?
that's the worst.
Wait, what?
It's like fire the cannons on
There's
Iago. It's
no
like,
way. I
oh my
know. It's
gosh.
like
Yeah.
it's like Dragonfire. It was
Yeah.
just exert Dragonfire. It was crazy. It was crazy. But it's
Yeah.
been fun. It's been fun. Like getting the cooking gears grinding and going
Mhm.
and trying out these different decks. And like besides Amber Steel Song, the other decks, I felt like it was pretty close. So I'll give it
Yeah.
that. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
maybe it has some potential. And next set, as far as we know, there are no targeted removal, right? No Storm, no Strength, no Zeus,
Right. Right.
Brawl. So maybe might be good. Who knows? We'll see.
Maybe. I'm suspecting that something in there is going to get a reprint, but maybe hopefully not all of it,
Mm,
because it is just, yeah. Unless you're just playing
yeah.
steel and, you enjoy it, then it's such a pain for any other color.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the deck that keeps all the fun, cute decks like out of the meta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's the gatekeeper.
Yep.
Just because if you're trying to set up combo and you're trying like a fun deck, Amber Steel Song just says no. It's like, no, I'm gonna remove that, remove that, remove that. What are you gonna do about it? Whole
Yeah.
new world. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was interesting. I saw somebody say that, it might have been on the podcast, mentioned that the only reason or the main reason that a lot of like the aggro decks and some of the other decks that really worked in Worlds, they only worked
Mhm.
because steel wasn't a problem. Like it got
That's
banished
right. Yeah.
outright for like the majority of the
Mm-hmm.
event. You know, and so of
Yeah.
course everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, I can play this, you know, this aggro deck and it's going to be awesome." And it's like,
Yeah.
actually, so and Amber Steel is so
Dude.
like so popular right now too. So,
Yeah, it's one of the founders of the Lorcana, Amber Steel
mhm.
and Ruby Amethyst, right? Like they were just the big two popular decks in set one. Everyone was playing them because they were good. They had B prep, they had Whole New World, and yeah, that was
Yep.
that was a time that was quite a time to be alive and be playing those decks. But a lot of those players that started playing just kept playing the deck, and of course, you had new people that entered wanting to play the decks because they were good. Like I feel like they've always been relevant, right?
Mhm. Yep. So I'm curious, when you're going into like these competitive events, what do you do to like mentally prepare yourself or physically prepare yourself?
Well, I try to find a balance. I try to find a balance between fun and good. If it's
Okay.
too fun, you're not gonna get any mats, and you're not gonna get any any pricing.
Yeah.
If it's fun, you're not gonna get much. If it's good, you might. So
Okay.
if I can find a happy medium between those things, something that's good, but also something that I enjoy playing,
Hmm.
something I feel good about building. You know, what I mean? Like something I cooked up. Shout out to Mufasa, by the way, my greatest creation. Something that I feel good playing and makes me proud of my deck. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
you get it?
Hmm.
Like yeah. I feel like that's my big one for sure. I am so
Yeah.
proud of my Mufasa deck. I am so proud of that deck in Seattle. So if you guys aren't aware, I went into DLC Seattle with Amber Steel, but it was not Amber Steel songs, and that was the only Amber Steel around. Like there wasn't any
Hmm.
aggro or anything else. It was just Amber Steel songs with a whole new world. So I went into the tournament. I was gonna play Amber Steel songs straight up because why? Because I thought it was very good and I wanted to win. But then I was like, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to play it. Like I like Mufasa, and I had been playing Amber Steel Mufasa for quite a bit, and it did well at one of the set champs. But I ended up tweaking my Amber Steel Mufasa. I kept some of the songs, so I was like, I'm just gonna keep Cindy with Storm and Strength,
Yeah.
and I'll play a good curve. I'll play a good curve, and I'll play some Mufasas. I'll play a lot of characters, Tinkerbell, Shift Tinkerbell, the Forecast Tinkerbell that searches a character,
Hmm.
Beast. I'll play Chernobog. So it was a tempo deck, and it did fantastic. It did so well because people would see Cindy, and they're like, "It's songs."
Yeah. It's
But
Steel
the only
Song. Ah,
song was
yeah.
Storm and Strength. There was no Whole New World, no
It's
Ariels,
like
no
surprise.
Ursulas.
More characters
Yeah,
than
and I just
not.
kept
Yeah.
character,
Hmm.
and it just did fantastic. I had fun playing it, and it took me all the way to top 16.
Nice.
So I feel
Nice.
like ever since then, my mentality's really changed on what I play and how I build my deck and how I approach tournaments. So,
Yeah. Sounds like that really kind of stuck with you. Is there any other times, any other competition, competitive events that, or any games, I guess, that have really stuck with you? Like, you know, you just pulled out that clutch card that you needed at the last minute or anything like that?
clutch. Let's see. Let's think about a time when I. Oh yeah, there was a game. There was a game. It was the last. Is like one of the last games. I had to win this. I had to win this match in DLC Melbourne. I had to win this match so I can buy, or I can what's it called? Tie. Okay, so it was like if I won this game, if I won this match, then I can tie on my next two and
Hmm.
secure my spot at top 64 in
Okay.
Melbourne. And so this last one was against Red Blue. I won the first one, then the second one. We're playing it out, playing it out, playing it out. I had a full board. He had a Maui Shark and he had a B prep in his discard. and I'm
Okay.
like, I'm just gonna push it.
It's like, you
I'm
know
just
what's
gonna
coming.
quest with everything. I know it's coming.
Yep.
I'm just gonna quest with everything. And no, I quested with Mufasa.
Okay.
And he was the only exerted one. So it's his turn. He had Maui Shark. He drew for turn. He was just one card in hand. He challenged my Mufasa with his Maui Shark, so he can get his B prep back, of course,
Right.
right? So he can get his
Right.
B prep back and just clear my board. Mufasa hits Pete off the top. So Mufasa rips a Pete with his ability. Pete gets played,
Oh,
and he cannot play any more actions.
right. Right.
On my turn, I'm like, okay, I'm
Oh man,
questing. I'm
that's a heck of
questing
a
for
pull.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was insane. That was
that's
insane. So
awesome.
that was a really clutch play.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work out that way, but when it does, you feel like the best player in the world.
Yep.
It's
It's like,
like,
oh my
I
gosh, I get to
planned
pull
for
it off.
this.
Yeah.
This
Yep,
was all
exactly.
planned. Yeah, RNG, right?
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I do want to get back to some of your content. I know we talked
Yeah.
some about the competitive stuff, the gameplay stuff that's over on YouTube.
Mhm.
You also do some stuff on other platforms too. You mentioned streaming. Do you stream on Twitch or is it just a stream on YouTube?
Yeah, so Twitch is recent. It's super recent. Like I
Okay.
just started streaming on Twitch maybe a month and a half ago. It was all YouTube before. That's where I built my whole
Okay.
base, my whole following. I didn't even know what Twitch was. I had no idea what Twitch was. Dang. Like I'm 35. I feel like I should know these things. Anyways, so I built my base on YouTube. I just went hard. And then my wife, Miss LoreGainz, helped me tremendously. She helped me so much building it up. And just, yeah, so big shout out to you, Miss LoreGainz. She's right here. She's next to me on her desk doing work.
Hi.
Um, but yeah, that was really helpful for me. And I did start streaming on Twitch recently. It used to always be YouTube,
Mhm.
but I wanted to expand my horizons, try something different. As hard as it was to try something new, I still went for it, and it's been doing great. Like I stream on both
Cool.
platforms. Of course, on YouTube is where I post my content, my edited videos, and a little bit of Instagram, a little bit of X. I do like Instagram because I'm very familiar with it.
Mhm.
Um, most might not know this, but I am a trainer. I'm a personal trainer, but I also had a fitness channel before where I used to edit
Okay.
videos of training of workout programs or just workouts. And it was like, I guess you can say like tutorials for exercises, right? I would make
Mhm.
like a whole workout program, edit it, post it on Instagram and like a prescribed kind of workout. So a lot of my experience for editing videos came from that. Just chopping up videos,
Okay.
putting music on them, making them short and just efficient and teaching. Like teaching's always
Cool.
been something that I really enjoy. So I think and I have a fitness app too. I have a fitness app that I use for my
Nice.
clients, both
Nice.
virtual and in person.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, balancing fitness and Lorcana is and being a husband, right? It's my
So
life. That's my
juggling
life.
juggling a lot of things. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you mentioned kind of building up the channel and growing your community. I think what are you at? You're close to 10K now, aren't you? I could
Oh
be wrong.
yeah. We are questing to 10K, sir. We are
Nice.
9780. 9780 if I check it a lot. Or
Yeah.
98 something. Anyways, it's there and it's close. We're so close. So if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed to my channel, sub to my channel. It's probably in the description down below.
Yep. It will
Right?
be. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. But yeah, we're getting there, man, and I'm really excited because it's big for me. Like it's big for me. Like I've never had any community behind me and I've never been a part of a community. So this is really good for this is awesome for me and I'm so happy that I get to share the content that I create with people, and people get to see it and they enjoy it from what I hear. so, it's
Yeah, it's
awesome,
great
man.
stuff.
I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah, like you're a content creator as well, so like thanks to you too, man, for like putting in work, putting in time. Like you reached out to me and you were so organized with all your questions and with like the scheduling and like the call that we had through VOD Ninja. Like I really
Hmm.
appreciate that. I appreciate all the work that you do for the community.
Oh, well, I really enjoy doing this. Just getting sit down and talk with people is what I'm passionate about, and finding out about
Mhm.
their backstories and getting their opinions on things. I don't know, I enjoy it. So, and I'm
Yeah, love
definitely,
it,
you
man,
mentioned
and
all
you're
that
great
stuff.
at it. So thank
Well,
you.
thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a planner. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's always been something that I've been in. I find
Yeah.
that if if I don't really plan something, it's like, and I've talked to a bunch of other content creators too that are this way. They
Mhm.
lay out that plan. They're like, okay, this is
Mhm.
where I want to focus on for my channel. This is the
Yeah.
kind of content that I'm doing. Some even have like a weekly schedule that they post certain
Mhm.
kinds of content on certain days.
Yeah.
So it's there's a whole world out there of improvements to be made on content creation. And I think we talked about it. It might have been before we even started recording, but you're talking about making those incremental improvements. You start out with those early videos that were a little rough around the edges, and now you're
Yeah.
probably more of a pro at it than you kind of understand how things work. And yeah, so
Yeah. It and the understanding is getting better and better, time by time. But yeah, we're talking about OBS. OBS is how we
yeah,
stream and how we
yeah.
record stuff, and there's so many different, there's so many things that you can do with it. But yeah, it's I've never used it before, and when I started using it, oh my god, YouTube tutorials all day
Yep.
and ChatGPT. But yeah,
There you
the
go.
YouTube tutorials are great because it's visual, right? You
Right.
you you just follow along, you pause, you rewind, you rewatch it. I kid you not, I was doing my on OBS, I was working with my mic.
Hmm.
I was trying to find the settings and how to like tweak the settings and what they do because it got reset. It got reset all the settings that I had done. So I had to revisit the YouTube video and make all these adjustments. So I'm so
Yep.
glad we have YouTube. Shout out YouTube.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my gosh. I think it's like every content creator's best friend, really, because there's so many people out there that
Yeah.
are like, they do this stuff like professionally, and they still take the time to
Mhm,
actually share these tips and, show you how to make
mhm.
improvements, little tweaks that you can do to your videos. And so it's constantly learning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you mentioned, like, again, you mentioned kind of building up the channel. Was there anything else besides just like improving your skills, improving quality of the content, that you really did to like really make an effort to really build things up?
Yeah, so besides learning how to edit videos for gameplay, because that's like my biggest thing. I love the gameplay. I love posting gameplay. I love playing. So I think the biggest thing about figuring out what to post out there is
Hmm.
getting feedback from the community. Polls. I love polls because you don't have to just guess what they want. You can literally ask them. You ask people what they want to see. And I do that quite often. I'll post a poll. What do you guys want to see? Like, do you want to see one of these decks? And I'll post options. And the next time I do another poll, I post different options. So I'll see like what's trending. And of course, Dreamborn gives you options too, right? You can see
Yep.
what's trending, what's popular. And of course, I like to add my own personality to it because I like to do things a little unconventional, right? Or building my decks a little unconventional. Um, because I'm sure people have seen the popular decks and what cards are in it. But once you throw in something spicy, something unique, and you try to like add your own flair to the deck, then it adds a little more, I guess, a little more purpose, a little
Yeah.
more fun, right?
Yep. Yep.
So I think the biggest thing is asking, seeing what the people want to see, and then integrating your own part into that.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. I know there's a lot of people that kind of create the same or similar kinds of content, but it's always nice to
Mhm.
find, figure out what that little tweak, that little extra is that they kind of throw in, whether it's something about their personalities, something about, how they tweak the decks, it's always really cool to find those little, the little differences between them. But
Yeah, got to keep it fresh, right?
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Um,
Fresh.
and so you've also started a podcast with Zero the Hero, sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Zero. Yes, we started a podcast. It's been fun
Yeah.
because we just hang out. We talk for a whole hour about Lorcana things, Lorcana news. And funny thing, actually not that funny. Interesting fact. I was like, this isn't funny at all.
It might
He
be.
was one of my it might be, right? This was Zero the Hero was one of my inspirations to start doing gameplay, to start doing content creation. Besides,
Okay.
my wife telling me to do it because I already play, might as well record my games and post
Yep.
them. But I was like, no, but what if people judge me on how I play? And what if they don't like what I have to say? But but anyway, she pushed me to really do it. But Zero the Hero posted content, and I loved his content because it was
Mhm.
gameplay, and he did commentary on his gameplay, and he edited the videos really, really nicely. So I thought, I want to do what he does. Like, I want to do what he does. Maybe, and I did, and I did. My first video was with my buddy, but here's the funny thing: is that want to do my, I didn't want to have my face in it. I wanted to be low key in the back,
Okay.
just talking. I wanted to
Right.
be just talking. And even that was hard. But then my wife told me that I should put my face in it. I'm like, no, I don't want to. That's going to make it way
Like,
harder.
no,
People
no,
are going
yeah.
to see me. I'm going to look at the camera. I'm going to be like, they're watching me, and I'm going to freeze up. It was bad at first, but then I got a little more comfortable with it. And
Yeah.
it was totally worth it because not only do you build more of a connection with the people, because like, oh,
Mhm.
LoreGainz, that's LoreGainz.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
And
it looks
when
like
they
that.
see
Yeah.
me, yeah, that's what he looks like. He has a hat all the time. And whenever I go to like DLCs or big events, like they recognize me.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a win-win. It's a
Yep.
win-win. So thank you.
Nice. Nice. Good suggestion there. Tell her I said good job.
Yeah. Chris said, great suggestion. Good job.
This game's strong.
Well, okay. So the podcast. So y'all are on episode 4, is that right?
We are on episode 4. Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
we
you're
talk
gonna keep,
about Lorcana things.
yeah, keep
Yeah.
continuing on that, or?
Yeah, it's Zero's down for the moment because he doesn't
Hmm.
have internet. He says a
Oh no.
squirrel got in his wall and chewed up the electrical. Now they have to come in and repair it and reconnect all his stuff. I'm like, really? Is that really what's going on? A squirrel climbing into your wall
You never
and
know. Stranger
his
things
dog
have
ate his
happened.
homework.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, a squirrel destroy my electrical. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's funny. What's his name? Bucky.
I
Zero, what's his name?
mean,
Bucky.
mischievous squirrel.
Always ruining Bucky, always ruining people's lives.
Seriously.
But
Well,
yeah,
so
we
let's
do have
see.
some
Oh,
planned.
go ahead.
We do have some more planned. Oh no, so
Okay.
it's just answering a question.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So which do you, I mean, they're kind of different, they're kind of similar, but do you prefer like doing your stuff, like the gameplay stuff and, the short stuff on Instagram, or do you like the commentary back and forth with kind of a co-host?
I like to edit my videos, do commentary on them, and post them. That's
Okay.
like my bread and butter. I
Yep.
have so much fun doing that. I have so much fun reviewing my games. Like literally have a blast. Besides the whole editing part, which takes up so much time, like hours of my day.
Yep.
Once it's complete, once I set up the video and I'm recording myself, it's an amazing feeling. Just like
Nice.
chatting, and it's like I'm chatting to my viewers. Like before, it's just I'm talking to nobody. I'm just here rambling. But now it's like, okay, you guys are on the other side of the screen. I'm talking to you
Mhm.
guys. We're both watching this game. Like this is what I was thinking. and this is what was going on through my mind. This just happened. Like, dude, what did he just quest for 9 or whatever? It gets me so riled up, dude. It's crazy. Like I get such a high from it. I feel so accomplished after. I'm like, that was a good one. Before, I would record it, like when it's recording me and I'm doing the commentary, like, kid you not, 10 times. Like 10 times.
Oh yeah.
Because
like the whole thing?
Yes. I would spend hours recording, and my wife remembers. I would spend hours because I would do it and I would ramble, and then I'd get tripped up on my words, and then I would say something that was like, oh wait, no, that and I would stop, and then it would just ruin the whole thing. And I would have to do it again and again. I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Mostly because I was getting in my head, because I wasn't comfortable, I wasn't confident in what I was saying, and I guess I felt a little self-conscious. So now I feel more comfortable being myself, just saying things because I feel like saying them, and I think just the confidence that kind of like built up after so much, because internet's hard, right? Like putting yourself on the internet is hard because all these people are watching you, and sometimes you get trolls leaving messages or comments that aren't the friendliest, and that can sometimes affect your self-esteem, right? But at the end of the day, think about all the people that you actually are helping, all the people that actually appreciate it, that appreciate you for the content that you're doing. And this throws me back to like one of my early videos, maybe a second video. Someone said, left a comment. They're like, I immediately clicked off. This what does it say? Like, this gameplay is terrible, or like you have no idea what you're talking about. And I was like so bummed for the whole day. I was like so bummed for the whole day. And I eventually got over it, and I was like, well, you know what? I shouldn't let this troll affect me. Like, I shouldn't let him affect me so much. Like, it ruined my whole day. So I feel like ever since then I've had a lighter approach to like negative comments. Now I just ban them. Just kidding. Just kidding. Now I just ban them. Easy peasy.
No, it is tough. It's, because I mean it's a big risk, putting this stuff out there, putting, yourself, because you're putting so much into it that is yourself, so like you
like,
want
do
to
you
feel
feel that way,
validated.
Chris?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you feel that? Yeah, you can. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I feel like, yeah, it's definitely there. Like, maybe some people don't like to talk about it, but it's definitely there in the back of our minds the whole time. And also like competing, right? When you compete, when you play, and you don't do so well, like there's always that little voice in the back of your head that's like, oh man, you didn't do well. Especially if you're like, I don't know, maybe like a top player and you end up losing or doing terrible. Like, the feelings are there. The feelings are always going to be there. Like, we just have to sometimes not listen to that voice, right? And just keep pushing forward. But yeah, Chris, tell me about what you were going to say. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
No, I interrupted you. No, I was just gonna say, it is like, because you've done content stuff before, so you've kind of got a little bit of a feel for it, but this is my first time around. And so, like I think it was like my like fifth or sixth video. The first time I got a thumbs down, it was the same way. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? Is there something terrible about my content, and all that. And then, I had to stop and think, and I was like, those kind of like the up and down, the thumbs up, thumbs down, even comments, you got to remember that that's more about how that person feels about your content, not necessarily a reflection of
Yes.
you and your content.
Yeah.
It's like,
dude, Chris, spot on, Chris. I love that. That's
it took
so
a little
good.
bit
Exactly.
to figure that one out. I was like, wait a minute. Their opinion is their
like,
opinion.
no.
So
yeah, and just because not everybody leaves a comment doesn't like, people watch your stuff, and sometimes people just don't like leaving comments. Sometimes people don't like comments, but they enjoy your content, right? Like, they enjoy it. They're not somebody that goes in and types something. Also, that like some people might feel self-conscious about what they say, because they're saying something, right? They're typing something in,
Yep.
they're pressing enter, and that comment is posted. Maybe some people don't want to be like called out for leaving, like questioning something, or just saying something incorrect, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
an example would be me posting a video of my gameplay, and this happens, and someone leaves a comment saying, "Oh, like what is that character you play do? Like what does Genie do?" Or wait, why did Genie get banished because of this? It might make them feel like they don't know what they're talking about, or they might make them
Yep.
feel like they don't understand the game. So it's a little vulnerable to leave messages as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a neutral or a positive message, they might feel a little vulnerable. So not everybody does it. So I totally get that part. But like you said, it doesn't mean that one person's opinion doesn't mean or represent everybody else's opinion, right?
Yep. 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 Well, so speaking of building up communities and everything, I do want to touch on real quick. I want to get your opinion on the current state of things. Now that we've
Yeah.
had the announcements from Worlds, and I don't know, did you get
Mhm.
to watch the Lorecast today?
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
was working.
Okay.
I
Oh
missed
no.
it. I know. What happened? Fill me in. Fill me in.
Well,
I'm
so
excited
they
to hear
talked
about
a
it.
lot about the DLCs, about kind of what they were going to be about and when the tickets were going to go
Uh,
on sale and and all
okay.
that. They also talked about one of the other major thing was I forget what CCQ stood for. It was like competitive qualifying something or I forget, but basically it
Competitive champion qualify? Championship qualify?
maybe
I don't know, honestly.
I
I have
kind of
no idea.
forget.
I was
Um,
just trying to dark.
but it's something like that. But
Uh,
basically, what happens is they're going to have certain third-party events, like larger ones, that you
uh-huh.
can qualify for nationals through those events. So it's not just through
Oh.
DLCs. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So there's
What?
like one or two per per event that could potentially move
Mhm.
up to nationals from there. So
Dude, that's awesome. That's so
yeah.
wait, so is this like can just a big organization hold it? Like what's
No,
is it
it's
through
individual
through
third party
Ravensburger?
ones, like the Charlie's Collectible Show or some of the other bigger ones. Ravensburger would connect
No
directly with
way.
them and say you can have
Mhm,
your top player once they, whoever that is, can qualify for
mhm.
nationals because we're going to give you a spot basically.
Wow.
And Ravensburger is going to support
So
them, provide stuff, pricing and all sorts of stuff, and the non-foil
that's so
promo
freaking
cards.
cool.
So yeah.
That's so freaking cool. That's so cool. I like that. So is it first place only, or is it not decided yet?
Well, they said that if it's a large enough event, it might get more than
Mhm.
one, but usually it sounds like it's just going to be one. So,
Which would make sense because they want to get most of them from the DLCs, right? They want to get their
yeah,
top 16
yeah,
from the DLCs. And that's a lot of people, right? Like
yeah.
16 times 3. What is that? 40 something.
46 uh I can't. 48.
54. 54. Wait, is it? Oh my
It's 48.
goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 48? Okay, 48. My wife is like 54. She was like
Yeah.
trying to sneak me the answer. I'm like 54. I was like copying off of her. She had the answer wrong. But
Yeah. No, they so I
she's
think
so confident.
it's 24 of those that they're going to have that are
Uh,
going to be, if I remember right. I'm trying to remember from the graphic earlier,
okay.
but yeah, those will qualify immediately up. And so so there's more than just 3 DLCs to be able to qualify for these events. And they also mentioned trying to spread them out a little bit, like as much as possible. I mean, it's wherever these events
Yeah.
are happening, they're happening. It's not like they're going to say move your
Mhm.
event to the West Coast. Um, but that'll give
Yeah. I
people
would
a few
love
more
a West Coast
options.
event.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's
We
hometown
want
or
West
local, I
Coast.
guess.
Come
But
on. West Coast. They should bring one to LA. Let's go LA.
Hey, wouldn't
Hopefully,
surprise me. I
we
mean,
can
I'm
hope.
sure y'all
We
have
can
some
hope,
big
right?
events around there, but
Mhm.
um, but yeah, that was kind of one of the other major like competitive news. Outside of that, the DLCs sound about the same as far as like how they're going to work.
Hmm.
I think they changed something about the number of qualifiers, and I can't remember what it was. I probably should have had my notes up for that, but
Oh,
yeah, go back and watch the
okay.
Lorecast, or just watch videos that people summarize it. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly. That's
there's gonna
summarize the
be
2 hours, right?
ton of
Or how
those.
long is it?
Yeah,
An hour?
I think it was just an hour today. I kind of forget because
Okay.
there's been some times where they've
Still,
gone over the hour and then they've done Palace Heist, and it kind of goes on. But
that's where
um,
that's when everyone stops watching it.
yeah, I know, right?
They're like,
in
announcements,
fairness,
announcements.
I'm kind of that
They
way.
start
I'm
playing,
like,
stop playing.
yeah,
They start playing, and people just shut it off.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely a lot of feelings going around right now about things.
Mhm.
I know, some people are still a little bummed about there only being 3 DLCs and some of the other ways that Ravensburger is handling things. But what's your opinion on the current state of things?
Oh man, I'm bummed. I'm so bummed. I'm so bummed out. I don't like that they're doing that. I don't like that they're offering just so little DLCs because this
Hmm.
is the hype, man. Like DLCs are the hype for everyone, for all the community, and we want to compete and we want to go, we want to show up, we want to play, we want to be around all these players and have a shot and just be in the whole environment. And it sucks that we don't get that many, but
Hmm.
they finally announced the dates. We finally have them. So that I'm super happy and grateful about, you know. But I'm just happy to get to do it again.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
mm.
and tickets, I think it's for
And
the first two North America ones go on sale next week, next Wednesday, I think, whatever the 16th is.
ooh, next Wednesday for the first
Yeah.
DLC, right?
I
Here.
think it's actually the first two, I think. I'm trying to remember exactly, but it
Oh,
might it might just be the
okay.
first one. Don't quote me on that. So I was distracted. I was trying to take notes and remember and all that, but
Yeah. Mm.
but yeah, at least the first one goes on sale on Wednesday. And they gave
Oh, I'm
timing and everything
excited.
too. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, if I go and you go,
I know. Well,
I
I'm
want to
gonna
meet you.
try.
I want to
I'm
meet you
gonna
in person.
try. Yeah.
Give you a little dab. Get to
There
hang
you go.
out. I'm excited,
Nice.
man. I'm excited to just like get out there again. And Miss LoreGainz as well. She's excited to get out there. And if we can do a Europe trip or a Japan,
Yeah, there you go.
possibly, would be
Yeah, because
awesome too.
there's what
Make a
is it,
whole trip out of it.
16 worldwide, so we
Ooh,
got lots of
16 worldwide.
options.
That's insane. There's one in the
Yeah,
Philippines too.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
One in the Philippines. So there's a lot. There's a lot happening. So it's exciting stuff, man. It's really exciting stuff.
It is. Yeah, I know it's not what everybody wanted, but they've also hinted that the season 3 stuff that there's not going to be that big gap between them, is going
Uh-huh.
to be like building out even more. So hopefully we'll
Mhm.
get back to more spread out DLCs, official DLCs, and everything by that time. So
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Mm. Well, hey man,
exactly.
I really appreciate you sitting down and talking with me. I've had a great time chatting with you. I hope you have.
Me too, Chris. Dude, heck
Yeah,
yeah. This was awesome. I had such a blast with you, man. Like
yeah.
this is really fun. Yeah, this
Oh,
is really
good.
fun. I haven't been interviewed in a minute, so this is really
Yeah.
cool.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Back on
thanks. I
track.
appreciate you for reaching out and
Yeah.
connecting with me so we can put this together. I got to meet you. We got to chat. We got to hang out, talk about Lorcana and life, right?
Yep.
Content
Yep.
creation, all the things.
Well, so I like to end my interviews with these final 4 questions. It used to be just 3, but I wanted to add in that LGS shout out too. So, okay.
Yes. Wait, I'm the first one that gets 4?
No, I actually started at the last one. So yeah, you're
Oh,
close.
okay.
Only the second. So.
You're like, could you add one more for me? Just make it 5? No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, might be able to think of one. Um, all right. So first question: favorite ink and card right now?
From this set? or
Any set you want
infinity
to. Yeah.
format?
Like
Any
any
set?
card. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Favorite is Amber.
Okay.
Love Amber because it has my favorite character in it. Favorite two characters. But my all-time favorite is Mufasa.
Yeah.
Mufasa 5 cost, quest for 2, 3. When he's banished, you play the top card of your deck. If it's a character, if it's not, you put it back. Boom.
Yep.
And Rapunzel's number 2, but Mufasa.
Always
100%.
a good card. Yes.
Always, yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right, cool. Next question. Favorite Disney movie and why?
Oh, favorite Disney movie. These are great questions. I have a question for you after this one too, but
Uh-oh. Okay.
my favorite Disney movie, it's hard because there's so many good ones.
You could pick more than one if
But
you want. It doesn't have to just be one.
yeah, well, I really like Hercules. Hercules is one of my favorite ones
High quality
for
choice.
sure. The
Yeah.
soundtracks, the
Mhm.
songs are so good. It's so epic. Just like the battles, the story. 100%. 100%. I think yours too? Was that one of your favorite ones?
Yeah, Miss LoreGainz is Meg on my icon.
Yeah, Miss LoreGainz is Meg on Discord.
Meg.
Oh, okay.
Like an image of
Nice.
Megara and Megara.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah. What's yours?
Does it have to be like straight up Disney or can it be Pixar?
Oh, it could be Pixar too.
Okay.
What do you like?
Well then, WALL-E. WALL-E is probably one of my favorites.
WALL-E. Oh my God, such a good movie.
I love that
So
movie
emotional.
so much. I've seen it so many times.
So good. It's great, right? Up is
It
one of
is.
my favorites too.
Yeah, that's a good one. I
Love Up.
the
course.
beginning is always a little
Roller
rough,
coaster.
but yeah.
Dude, the beginning is such an emotional roller coaster. You're
Yeah.
like, there's no way this gets sadder than this. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It gets close, but not as sad. It doesn't.
Yeah.
This doesn't come close. The rest of the movie does not come close to the beginning, as far as
No.
sadness goes.
No. Okay, cool. Next question. Shout out your LGS or LGSs if you have more than one you go to.
Ooh, I hope Chris gives me something for this. Just kidding. Chris is the owner. He's a good
Okay.
friend. So shout out to Chris. Shout out to Fire and Dice, my local game shop in Winnetka. They are moving soon. Really excited about that. They're going to Northridge, which is it's a little further away, but it's a bigger location. So we have more space for activities. If you understand that reference, Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, more room for activities. So I'm really excited for that. So shout out Fire and Dice. If you guys are ever in LA, visiting LA or in the area, hit me up so we can go to locals together or something and meet up there. But yeah, you too. If you're ever in the area, want to hit up my locals, let me know and we'll go together.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely let you know if I'm out there. We did a Disneyland trip a couple of months ago, so kind of in the rough area, but sort of.
Yeah. What city did you stay in? Were you in Anaheim?
No, we were. Oh God, I can't remember exactly. It was through my son's school, and so I didn't have to do like all the coordination for it. I just kind of went along as a chaperone.
Awesome.
So I was like,
yeah, dude.
okay, take us to
Wait,
the
your
hotel.
son's school? Your son's school got to go to Disney?
Yeah, it was
Was
part
it
of a
high school?
Yeah, a choir performance thing, like a competition that they did there. So,
dude,
pretty
what?
cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They're like, Dad, we're having we have to go to Disneyland for this thing. And you're like, I'm in.
Yeah. I was like, can I chaperone,
up,
please?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's so cool, man. That's awesome. What an awesome opportunity. Plus, your kid got to he was competing, right?
Yeah. They did pretty well.
He was competing. That's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. Like getting to compete, in LA. Well, actually, Orange County, I guess it's considered Orange County.
Yeah.
At Disney, traveling to compete. That's so cool.
It was fun. All right, last question. Where can people find you and your content?
My content, guys, you see this down here. LoreGainz, just as it's spelled here, all together, with a Z at the end. There's no S. That happens a lot, believe me or not.
I'm sure.
And it was with an S. It initially was with an S, before I started it. But then I was like, you know what? Z is cool. Let's do a Z instead, just
There
to
you
make it
go.
different.
There you
But
go.
LoreGainz on all of my socials, guys, on my YouTube, Instagram. I was gonna say Snapchat. Like, who has Snapchat nowadays?
Snapchat. My
Um,
kids.
X, yeah,
Yeah.
still a thing. X, formerly Twitter, Twitch. I believe that's it. I hope that's it. I hope I hope I don't have another account that I don't use because I don't check anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll make sure that if something else does come up, it'll get in the show notes. So don't worry about that.
Awesome.
Oh, I do want to say one last thing. Are you still
Yeah.
doing the coaching, or is that?
Yes, I am coaching. Yes, guys. So I am coaching, not through Medify, but I am coaching, and I'll send you the link as well if is that cool, or
Yeah.
send you
Oh,
the
yeah.
link so
Absolutely.
you guys
Yeah.
can reach me. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I'll send you the link so you guys can find it down in the description. If you want to book a session with me, if you want to learn how to build decks, if you want to improve as a player, get some gameplay, and I got you guys. I got you.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, thank you again so much. I really enjoyed getting to talk with you, and we'll see you around the community.
Likewise, Chris. Thank you so much for having me on. Guys, thanks for watching. I don't know if that was your part, but sorry if I took it.
No, that's perfect.
I'm like, see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.
Nope, perfect. Well, thanks for listening in on my chat with LoreGainz. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe it even inspired you to start out on a content creation journey of your own. If you like the show, make sure to like, rate, subscribe, and share it on your platform of choice. It really helps the channel grow and reach more of the community members every day. If you'd like to find out more about the show, head over to LorcanaChats.com, or if you'd like to reach out directly, you can email us at LorcanaChats@gmail.com. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.